Hello, students. Here we are welcoming you all in the second lecture. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the input devices, processing unit, and the output device of the computer. Today, we will discuss about these devices. Previously, we have seen what kind of terminologies are there about the computer, like input, processing, and output can be defined. So whatever we provide to computer, whatever data or information that is raw in the form, that is called as an input. Whatever process, or you can say the procedure, is done there with the help of few programs is called as processing, and whatever answers our computer provide us computers provide us, that is called as an output. So these should be provided to us with the help of few devices. So the most important and most useful, also most familiar input device, that is keyboard. So you all have seen the keyboard. The keyboard is used to enter the data in the form of text, numbers, and different kind of characters. So that is connected to the CPU box with a cable. So see on the screen how the keyboard looks like. You can see here there are different parts on the keyboard. So in this keyboard we can see there are letter keys, that is A to Z. These can be typed in form of capitals as well as small letters. You can see that there are few keys that are different keys that are denoted by function keys, control keys, arrow keys, and we can see here a numeric keypad that is in the right side of the keyboard. It looks like a calculator keypad. Here we also have the numeric keys for the access. Few keys can be used for mathematical operations. Few keys of punctuation marks like comma, full stop. These are available for the punctuation. Some special symbols like star, hash, star is called as asterisk, that is available on the screen. Few cursor keys, that are arrow keys, are also on the screen. The function keys, that are located on the top of the keyboard, they are used for special commands. The keys are from F1 to F12, and other special keys are also available by taking out help of which you can enter to the next line. The enter key is used for that purpose. The shift can toggle you into capital and small letters. Also, there is delete key to erase the text to the right side of your cursor. Backspace key is also available, that can erase the text to our cursor's left. Space bar is available, that is the longest key on the keyboard that is available. It can put a space between two letters or two words. So these keys are used for different kind of purposes. We will turn towards our next input device, that is mouse. You have already seen different kind of mouse in our computer lab. So previously the mouse was mechanical mouse. The mechanical mouse had a rubber or metal ball, spherical rubber or metallic ball inside, and because of that the movements of the cursor could make easy. So we can say that the mouse is the palm-sized plastic device with two or three buttons. The left mouse button is used frequently. The mouse has a right button for special purposes. The right key or right button of the mouse is used. You can see the mouse is put on the mouse pad and then it is operated. Nowadays different kind of mouse are available in the market. So if you see the mouse that is having green port, that is PS2 mouse. Nowadays we use USB mouse. The next mouse is wireless mouse that works with Bluetooth. It can be put in the corner of a room and you can use the mouse within a room for a computer that is located to the next corner or to remote from your mouse. Few gaming mouse are also available. They can be used for gaming or playing games. They can be used as joysticks also. So when we move the mouse, the movement of the ball inside the mouse, which will locate you to your text, and the data will be sent or the command will be sent to the CPU through the cable. It is then that the mouse shows where you are currently working on the screen, or it points to a location on the screen. So we can say that the mouse is known as pointing device. That is also the input device. The next device that is attached to the computer unit, that is a part of output devices. The most important thing, because whatever we are doing on or with our computer, that should be seen anywhere. But if you don't see something, you cannot work further. So in order to show you all the things you are doing with a computer, that are used monitors. So have you seen this kind of monitor? So few of you can have this kind of monitor at your home or at your office or a few places where the old computers are put. Nowadays these kind of monitors are not used because of the resolution or other things, but still they can work. So this is a kind of monitor. So the monitor looks like a TV screen which is connected again with the CPU and that is attached with the cable. It has a power button to switch off and switch on. There are also control buttons that can adjust the brightness, contrast, size of your picture or size of your screen. The monitor screen displays whatever you are currently typing. Nowadays different kind of monitors are also available. The mouse can be the monitor can be folded. The touchable mouse or touch screen technology monitors are also available nowadays in the market. So you can have a latest monitor at your home or at your office as per your requirement. Previously, the next output device, that is printer. So whatever information we generate with the help of computer can be seen on the screen or the monitor in the soft form. But if you want a hard print or a copy on the paper of your data that can be printed with the printer. So we can say that any information generated by the computer is displayed by the monitor. This information or output can be printed on the paper with the help of a printer that is also connected to the CPU box with a cable. So if you go to any departmental store or any kind of offices, you can see these kind of printers that can print the invoices or the bills. Here again a kind of printer that is available with a few people which comes to your door, or you can see them on the petrol pumps where you fill fuel into your cars and bikes and swipe your card. The device will give you a small chit or the bill that is printed by the device only. That is also a kind of printer. So these printers can be called as dot matrix printer. The printers can print text and pictures both. The printed copy of the text or picture is called as a hard copy. This is because the copy which is stored by the computer or displayed on the screen, that is called as a soft copy. So we can say the printers, they are dot matrix types, inkjet types or laser printers. So dot matrix printers are used somewhere as compared to dot matrix printer. Inkjet printers are used most. A dot matrix printers, it has a small set of needle-like pins to print words and pictures. The words or pictures are printed in the form of dots. So that dot technology that can used for printing the carbon papers also. Most dot print matrix printers print in black and white. Only a single color can be used with the help of dot matrix printer. And if you compare, the dot matrix printer is very noisy and slow as compared to the latest printers, that is cheaper than other printer types. The next type of printer, that is inkjet printer. The printers can have a cartridge. We can say the head of the inkjet printer has many tiny holes on it. Tiny drops of ink is sprayed out of these holes to print words or pictures on the paper. Inkjet printers can print in black and white and also color. These are cheaper than the laser printers. They are quieter than the dot matrix printer. They make less noise, but the speed of the inkjet printer is faster than dot matrix printer. The next type of the printer is laser printer. The laser printer is a superior printer as compared to dot matrix and inkjet printer. That we can say a laser printer prints words or pictures with the help of a laser beam. It is the best printer available nowadays for a good quality printing. A laser printer prints the whole page at once. Speed of the laser printer is faster than other printers. It can be costlier than inkjet, but it prints your pages in at a high speed. Now the next and the most important part of a computer, that is processing unit. that is located in the central processing unit box. The vertical box that we see next to the monitor is called as a CPU box, or we can also call it system unit. The monitor, keyboard, mouse, printers, speakers and other devices can be attached or connected to the CPU with the help of cables. We can say the name suggests that the two main functions are done in the CPU. The first function is processing unit and the second one is memory unit. The first function takes care of processing all the tasks given by the user, where the memory unit stores the data provided, the program's instructions, or the output provided by the computer. We will discuss about the processing unit. That processing unit contains the CPU or the other electronic components that help the CPU to process input data according to the program and generate the output. The computer or the CPU controls the entire working of the computer, so that is called as a brain of computer. After receiving the data instructions from the input devices, the CPU decides what to do about that, and then it works according to the process. It gives messages or signals to the concerned units. After processing the data, the CPU generates informations and displays on the screen through out to the monitor or print through the printer. The memory unit, as our incidents or other things are stored in our brain, the computer also stores its data into the memory unit. The memory unit stores all the data, programs and information in it. When we enter data into the computer, it first goes to the memory unit. The CPU takes data from the memory unit, processes it to generate information. The information is again sent to storage device in the memory unit. The CPU then instructs the memory unit to send the information to the output devices. So this is all for today. We will discuss central processing unit and the memory unit in detailed form in the next lecture.